and a Land Rover, and oh my god, what happened there? The Raesr Tachyon Speed, an interesting electric supercar slash hypercar that looks a bit like a Batmobile. I mean, seriously, come on, look at that. That looks like a Batmobile. But this is a very interesting car, and also a pretty decent little car, because this is what started me making Forza Horizon 4 videos. However, I went back and had a look at that video recently. Also, a photo of the first Horizon 4 video I did will be up on screen now. But I went back and had a look at that video, and I decided, hey, this isn't good enough, especially compared to how I edit stuff now, and there's a lot of stuff that I missed in that video. So that is why I've made this video, to go over all of the things that I missed when I did the first one. So hopefully you will all enjoy. So let's get into the video. So here's the stats of the Raesr Tachyon Speed. It has 1,251 brake horsepower, it weighs 3,200 pounds, so it is very, very hefty, and the torque is 3,650, and it has a displacement of 0? Yes, 0. This thing is all electric with no hybrid parts of it whatsoever. So let's go ahead and have a listen to this quote engine as we go into the festival. Yes, there we go. It sounds honestly a little bit like a kettle to me, but yeah, let's go and see what upgrades we can do to this thing, and just what we will be able to get out of it. So, into the festival we go. Also, this thing kinda drifts, kinda. Oh well, let's go and have a look at what we can do to this thing. So here at the upgrade shop, I know I went over all this in the previous video I've done on this. A link to that will probably be in an iCard at some point throughout this video. But we've got tyres and rims. You can start this off on race tyres because it's race tyres stock. So you have Horizon Race, Rally, and drag tyres. And also over here, we've got some beautiful little spacers, which trust me, you really need on this car because they fill out this car a lot. And honestly make it look really, really cool. And then of course, over here, like usual, we have our tyre widths and rim sizes. Into drivetrain, we only have two, which is the driveline and differential. And then over to here on platform and handling, we have springs and dampers and weight reduction. However, for this thing, you can put it on drift springs and dampers should you so wish. And to be honest, it actually kind of works for this car. And then, of course, we have our rally suspension should you wish to take your Raesr Tachyon Speed off-roading. I don't think it's a very good idea, but if you want to, you can. So let's take this thing over to the paint shop and go and see what we can do over there. So here we are now at the paint shop. Sadly, as we can see here, there are no advanced painting options. However, manufacturer colours we have two. We have a black and a white, which looks very, very nice. I dare say I prefer the white over the black. Look at that, it looks so good. Right, I'm going to go ahead and put a nice little paint onto this thing and tune as well. And let's go and see what this thing can really, really do. So here we are now with the Raesr Tachyon Speed. For once there's not a Super 7 card in the way, which is actually kind of nice. So let's go ahead and floor it all the way down to the drag strip and go and see what this thing can do at the speed camera at the end here. Let's see, we've got 150 and 175, which is not too bad, but it's definitely not as fast as some of the other cars that we've had on here, especially that BMW GTS and also the McLaren Speedtail as well. However, as we all saw earlier, there are no drivetrain swap options and there are no engine swap options either, so we only have one other choice, and that is to take it down to the motorway. So let's go down there and go and see what this thing can do for its top speed. So here we are now at the edge of the motorway, or rather just past the edge of the motorway, making our way there now. And we're going to go ahead and employ the old method of who uses roundabouts, and we're going to go ahead and make our way across here, through the barrier, and yeah, let's go. I still have the drag tune on this as it's meant to get a couple of miles an hour faster. However, as we can see, it really does not like turning. So let's go ahead and take it through the tunnels, and I'll let you have a listen to it. There we go, and our top speed has also been reached of 242/243 going downhill. Now, you can try and tune this if you want to make it faster, however, if you want to change the gearing, well, you kind of can't. Like, seriously, you can't actually change the gearing on it. It's honestly a bit of a shame, but oh well. So now we must go and give it its other test of can it drift. But first, I just want to try and make my way back up to a little flat piece of road, because this car has a little bit of a party trick. So let's go and make our way up to the edge of here, and then spin this thing around, and then put it in reverse. Yeah, you heard me right, reverse. This thing, because of how it's all set up and the fact it's a one gear, means that we should theoretically be able to do 200 miles an hour in reverse. So let's put that to the test and go and push this poor Mini out of the way. I feel so bad for that thing. Let's see if we can get ourselves off the edge of this tunnel wall. Can we do it? I'm not a skilled backwards driver. I am not Tomato from the car series, sadly. But yeah. Let's see if we can get ourselves back onto the edge of here and give it one more go. Let's see, into reverse we go. Come on. There's a bit of a turn up here, which kind of bothers me. We're back on the edge of the wall again. And a Land Rover, and oh my god, what happened there? Yeah. I'm not very good at driving it backwards, but there is a way that you can get this thing to do 200 in reverse. But good luck to you trying to do that. So we have now arrived at the festival, which means only one thing. We have to see how well this thing can drift. So let's go ahead and take it into our favourite little drift zone and see how well actually handle. Oh, it does not turn. This thing does not like drifting at all. 29,000 points. Right, let's give this thing a second run and go and see if it can do any better. So here we are, midway through the second run. Come on, we've got to get better than 20,000. There we go, 36,000. This thing does not drift whatsoever. And, I mean, if you can make it drift, then you've certainly done a much better job than I have. It does a little bit of drifting here and there, but it really is not the best when it comes to that. In fact, this thing is definitely more of a show car, a bit like the Bone Shaker. However, the Bone Shaker, I believe, would be a little bit more useful. But yeah, it's nice to come back and revisit some cars sometimes, just to see how they've done and whether they feel any better later on in the game. But yeah, I'd say this one hasn't changed from the first time we did a video on it. But hopefully, for those of you that have been around since the first video that I did on this thing, thank you for sticking around. And those of you that are new to the videos I make, hi, welcome. I do these every Sunday. Well, I try to. Also, why is it that when I say you can't drift, you suddenly do these kind of maneuvers? Raesr, you're showing me up here. Okay, so it's not good at tight drift zones, but if you wanted to just drift out on the open road, then I guess it is actually pretty decent for that. As long as there's no trees inside, because trees hurt! So, yeah. This little thing, you can only really get it as a seasonal reward, or whether it will be in the Forza shop, or you might, at the moment, just have to snipe it off of the auction house. Now, this video, at the time of its uploading, it was probably recorded a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not quite too sure, whether it's been in the playlist or Forza shop since then, but at the time of recording, it's, yeah, the only way you can get this thing is via doing a bit of work on the auction house and trying to get one from there. But, yeah, this particular car, should you get one, I mean, the crazy prices they go for on the auction house, it's probably not really worth it, but it's okay. I guess. It's not horrible, but it's also not good. It's just kind of mediocre. It's a show car. If you want a good show car, then get this thing for yourself. But with that said, that is a very short video on Forza Horizon 4. But, well, hopefully you've all still enjoyed anyway. And if you have, let me know with a like, because it lets me know you like this kind of stuff and that you want to see more on the channel in future, where I go over Forza Horizon 4 car showcases, much like this one, that show what you can do to a car, and all the other little fun bits and pieces that go with it. But, yeah. If you're new here, feel free to go ahead and subscribe and press the notification bell, set that to all. Sure. Go ahead and get that set to all, because I upload twice a week, every Wednesday and Sunday, so that'll be 2 videos a week for you all to enjoy. And while you're at it, feel free to go ahead and post a comment. I love to read them, and I try to advise as many as I possibly can. And with that said, thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Let's see, can we drift the outro? Can we? No, we really can't. Oh well. Oh yeah, it has active arrow. I nearly forgot. Oh well. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and a goodbye. So when I wanted this thing to drift, it didn't. Yet when I didn't want this thing to drift, it did. Great. Oh well.